Greetings once again, everyone. This is part two of the think box versus the play box. So we kind of covered in video number one about the think box versus the play box, what each one stands for. I'm not going to go into a long explanation of it, but you can go back, watch video one again, and that'll give you a more in-depth analysis of what the think box versus the play box is. Basically, the think box is where you get prepared. The play box is where you actually take action. Now, again, this comes from Dr. Joe Dispenza, of which I've been studying a lot of him. And I suggest that you go back and look up Dr. Joe and watch some of his videos on YouTube as well. Now, I know Dr. Joe utilizes theoretical, philosophical knowledge and information based on the latest scientific research in the fields of quantum physics, neuroscience as an example, neuroendocrinology, psychoneuroimmunology, immunology as well, epigenetics, electromagnetism. Why is Dr. Joe involved in all this? Well, it's because all these areas of science point the finger at possibility. When we use that information to build a model of understanding so that people can make sense of what and why we're doing certain things to create new outcomes in their lives. Knowledge or information are on their own are simply philosophies void of experience. When the right type of information based on the latest discoveries in all these areas of science is taught in an appropriate way, it then helps everyone become more aware of what we are previously unaware of. And this allows us to see the possibilities that we were previously unaware of. In other words, knowledge and information causes us to be more conscious and aware. This is the process whereby we can begin to entertain new possibilities. In fact, I just had a client this morning from the UK that we were talking about just this, that he invested into the stocks of crypto coin and it went way up, but then it was declining. And him and his partner that were doing the investing, they saw it going down and down, and he was focused his thoughts on it losing. And he realized that what he should be focusing on is the opportunity, the possibility that, hey, this is an opportunity since it's so low to maybe buy more at this time. So he was talking to his partner about this, and before they could even buy more of the stocks of crypto coin, it started going up. Now, did his thoughts cause it to go up? I don't know, because again, everything is made of energy. And if you're putting out positive energy, there's more possibilities there, isn't there? So that is why you always want to look at more possibilities, more opportunities that are there, even if the situation is going down like the stocks, what more can you buy? So now let's talk about from information to creation. Now in part one, we talked about my approach to meditations through my think box and my play box. When you apply and perform philosophy of this work, the teachings become the tools of your think box. In the think box, we take in information, create a model of understanding, and then review principles. So then, much so, matter of fact, that we're actually able to explain them to someone else. Now, once you can recite the teachings to someone else, that information becomes wired in your brain, which in turn installs the neurological hardware and circuitry to create a new level of the mind. The more you understand what you are doing and why, when it comes to the application, now you can believe what you are doing is possible because you understand the methodology behind the processes. And this is the first step towards your possibility becoming more of a reality. As you receive the proper instruction and then learn the content and then mentally rehearse over and over again what you are going to do in a specific breath or a process or meditation, this combination makes your brain fire and wire in new sequences, new patterns, new combinations, the sum total of which then creates a new level of mind. Since the mind is the brain in action, you are reminding yourself of what you are and are not going to do, which is then reproducing the same level of mind. All the while firing and wiring circuits in your brain. The creation of these new neural networks then makes the process more easily, automatic, and enjoyable the next time. Now, essentially, it's the alignment of your internal intentions and actions before the experience that primes the brain and body for a new experience. Notice I said brain and body for a new experience, because you do feel it in your body as well. All of the above is preparation for stepping into your play box. If you're thinking in the play box, you're not prepared for meditation. In the play box, you no longer have to think about all the steps anymore because you're so versed in the process that your behaviors will naturally match your intentions. If done properly, there's nothing to think about. The combination is what creates a more evolved, more refined experience. So now all you're doing is allowing yourself to get so engaged in the present moment that the act and intention just merge into the experience. It makes sense then that if you can align your behaviors and intentions with your actions and thoughts, the experience will enrich the philosophical circuits, which will create the emotion, which will allow you to embody the knowledge. Keep doing it, and you will become the knowledge. When you become the knowledge, you become the truth of that knowledge. So let's talk about creation to transformation. So if people want to get more skilled at this work, if they want to heal their body or produce changes in their life, then they will have to learn all the steps in the formula so they have all the actionable information upon which to execute the outcome. Thus, instead of focusing on your healing, you focus on all the steps of the formula you have to execute to heal. This experiential stew combines knowledge, information, instruction, practice, contemplation of the formula, review and rehearsing it so you can then improve and refine the process. Now, I know Dr. Joe Dispenza at his workshops, as I've witnessed, I haven't been to one of his workshops. I intend to go, but I have bought some of his products, and I've seen him live in his workshops, his progressive workshops. This is why at his workshops, he asks the students to turn to the person next to them and tell them something about what they did really well in the meditation. I always wondered, why did he do that? Because he's constantly telling the people there to turn to the person next to him and do something, say something. He didn't say, tell the other person next to you about your experience. Instead, he wants them to discuss how they executed the knowledge and what they did to create the experience. He wants them to articulate it, explain it, and summarize it so they can do it again. Not only are they deepening their knowledge and experience, they are also discovering how they can do it better the following time. Next, he asks the person to explain to their partner how, if they had the opportunity to do it again, do another meditation, what would they bring to it? What would they work on improving? What would they want to get better at? What do they want to work on even more? If they can describe what they will work on doing better in the next meditation, they are then reminding themselves, reproducing in the level of mind, that the more they remember what to do, the more likely they will progress their experience. It's this kind of thinking that allows a person to get ready to step out of their think box into their play box. Ultimately, the play box is about surrendering and trusting the process to deliver that event, whether it's healing, creation, etc., in a way they never could have predicted. By applying the principles of the think box and play box, the knowledge that they continuously learn from all these different branches of science becomes the mind from which we create from. So, by gaining knowledge and filling your brain with the proper type of information, you remove uncertainty and doubt. We are moving from a philosophy to the initiation of knowledge by continuously reviewing what you did and what you are going to do the next time. It keeps evolving the experience so that the experience becomes more joyful. Then it becomes more effortless, allowing you to build on the former experience and ask, what's next? We now have the evidence to show how some of the people in this work are doing this very process very well. What all these people share in common is they have discovered the only thing standing in the way between them and the experience of some change or transformation in their life is actually breaking it down between the think box and the play box. So just to summarize all this up, these last two videos, before you play, I want you to think about it. I hope this has kind of enlightened some of you to at least think about the think box and play box and what each one does and how to get prepared before you play for that experience. What kind of experience do you want to have? As always, if you need some help on this, you can always schedule a free consultation, free coaching session with me. Just send me an email at keith@innergamemagic.com. Please like and share this video as well. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, also my Facebook page, facebook.com/innergamemagic and the number 1. I always post things on there as well. So until the next video, always wishing you much abundance, prosperity, and success. And be safe, happy, and healthy.